is 1500 and the Scottsbluff Strive channel, plus radio as always for Scottsbluff on 106.9 The Trail. This is it. The time has come where the winners get a trip to Lincoln and the losing team is left wondering what could have been. The Scottsbluff girls have had a magical season so far. 22-3, that a school record for wins in a year, but the team and staff know none of that really matters anymore. How this season is ultimately remembered comes down to the result in this one tonight. The Cats the favorite, the 3 seed Waverly comes west as the 14 seed and the underdog. Scottsbluff coming off their 4th win of the year against Sidney. That was on Wednesday night to win the sub-district tournament. The last 2 years in a district final, Scottsbluff has home victories over Gross Catholic and Elkhorn. Scottsbluff appears primed to stamp their reservation to the state tournament here in just a little while coming up this evening. The 11-11 Vikings are the team standing in their way. Waverly coming off a sub-district tournament loss to Norris earlier in the week. Norris, one of the 2 common opponents for these 2 teams on the season. The Scottsbluff girls beat Norris at their place convincingly. Waverly 0-2 against Norris this year. Both teams have wins over Hastings. The Cats blew them out, while Waverly won a close one. Not the first time Waverly as a school has come this way for a district final. Their boys team was here 2 years ago and lost in a thriller in one of the best environments we've seen for Scottsbluff basketball in the home gym. They're actually here with the girls team tonight as their boys team will play at Sidney tomorrow evening. We've got more to come on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show with coaches' comments coming up from Scottsbluff head coach Dave Bolish. We'll get to that right after this when we come back on the Rural Radio Network.
Coverage of today's game is brought to you in part by Advantage Chiropractic, Corman Seeds, Runza Restaurants, and by Morrill County Community Hospital.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director, can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
We are back tonight. Big-time district final basketball on tap from Scottsbluff High School. Chris Cottrell back with you on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show as we get set for the Scottsbluff girls to take on the Waverly Vikings. Home game with a chance to get to Lincoln, where the Lady Cats have had their sights set on all season long. Coach's comments with Dave Bolish, brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff to be in The Zone all season long. Coach, let's just get right to this matchup. Waverly comes in with an 11-11 record. They've played a lot of top-notch teams throughout the state back on the eastern end. Overall, and we talked a little bit about it on the post-game show a couple nights back, for a 14 seed, how would you rate them coming into the building tonight?
They're excellent. They've played great competition. They are super competitive. They're in all their games. They're battle tested, so they play a very tough schedule, and they're an excellent 14. they're an excellent 14 seed. So we kind of talked about that. I thought it was kind of like the year that we went and played GI Northwest. We were a very, very tough 10 seed. So it's going to be a battle. And we're just to the point of the year where you got to earn everything, and little stuff adds up, and the ball's got to bounce your way every once in a while.
What do they hang their hat on? What's their style of basketball, both ends of the floor? What do they do?
They like to do get out and run some pressure on their man. I've seen them go 2-2-1 back into 1-2-2 on defense when they go full court. They play with a little bit of pace, but more than anything offensively, they're looking to execute sets. They really try to key in on number 25 or number 24 and number 43. 24 being a guard, 43 being a post that finishes with both hands, and they just like to get her going to the basket. So a lot of sets, a lot of execution, a lot of pick-the-picker type of stuff that we'll just have to be very, very mindful of as the game starts to unravel.
What's the style? What kind of style do you expect this game to lend itself towards?
We just have to control the tempo, and part of the way you control the tempo is by executing and hitting a couple shots and then getting some turnovers. Defensively is actually where you control the tempo. It's yes, everybody notices the run and gun and the takeoff and sprint and get to the other side, but that doesn't happen unless you are able to force some turnovers and get some missed shots and rebounds. So have to control the tempo on the defensive side.
Peyton Bird had a huge night the other night, 20-plus points. After the ball game, I was at home just kind of thinking about how fun your team is, this group of girls, the success they've had, the type of year it's been, and I kind of started to think about Peyton, and I realized her facial expression never changes. She never shows emotion. She never looks at an official. All she does is just go. Speak to that, her style, and she's a killer out there.
Yeah, I think the thing for Peyton is that I have never seen a kid or a person that works as hard as she does. And I've said this to her. I've said this in front of our team. I think it's Peyton's superpower. I think it's her gift. She has the tolerance for repetition that like no one else I've ever seen. And so her thing is always the next shot. It's the next thing. It's the next play. It's the next run. It's the next drill. It's the next season. It's the, she's just always next, because she's such a worker. We actually sometimes we're like, Peyton, you gotta take a break sometimes, and it's just, I think that like work mentality, that ethic that she has, is the reason why her face never changes, is because she's played enough. We've been doing it long enough. She knows that it's not perfect. You're going to make some shots, you're going to miss some shots. You're going to have some good games, you're going to have some bad games. You have some good calls, you're going to have some bad calls. But it's the next one. And so she's just, man, she's a diesel engine. She's a diesel engine, and she just keeps going and going and going and going.
She got called for a travel the other night, and all she did was just no expression, just look to the bench. Does coach have anything to tell me? No, I'm going to go play defense. Just on to the next play, like you said. You've got an ultra champion running the show. For a senior like Mariah, these are the nights that she lives for with her teammates. And she's the type that just won't let everyone down. She will not allow you to lose, and you're going to need that moving forward, starting with this one tonight. It's
interesting when you get to spend as much time with these kids as we do. We literally get to be around them more than their families. And I've been coaching Mo since she was a 7th grader. And you start to learn these things about them. I think Mariah's identifying character trait is that she is best when it matters. And that's not true for everybody, and you can't teach that. She just thrives on that moment. She thrives in those situations. She lives for them. And she's a kid, I guarantee she didn't sleep last night. 100%. I've been around her for 6 years. She didn't sleep last night, and it's because she is ready. And she wants it, and there's no question, you get in a situation where it's like, we need a player who's going to take this shot. I want it. Give me the ball. I'm making it happen. Her mentality is I can and I will. And the reason why I think she's had success for it is because of her why, the reason why she wants to do that is she wants to do it for me. She wants to do it for our staff. She wants to do it for her teammates. She wants to do it for the school. She wants to do it for her little sister. She wants to do it for her family. She doesn't even equate in the whole thing. She wants to do it so bad for everybody else because she's such a lover that's why it happens. So that's what makes her special, is why she wants to do it, and the fact that she does want it, and she's ready for it when it comes.
Anna Kelly, the amount of champion individuals and players you have is just insane. Anna is the definition of an individual champion. She is a champion in high school golf. She's a champion teammate. She has got a great IQ. Anna's just like the other two we're talking about.
Yeah, and Anna's superpower is that as good as Mariah is in pressure situations, Anna is like deadly. She's deadly. If you give her an opportunity, she will twist the knife. Anna's a killer. That's what makes her, lethal, is like when she has opportunities and she knows it matters, she shows up. She's done that for us her entire career. She's done that for herself in golf her whole career. And for Anna, it does come down to she's put the time in, she's got the ability, but she wins the battle between her ears all the time. I mean, Anna's never losing there. And she's a kid who, I had a conversation with her 2 weeks ago. She's kind of been in a little bit of a slump, and her numbers since we talked, and we talked for about 12 minutes, are insane because the kid just gets it. She just gets it. She goes, okay, she can take the instruction and put it to action immediately, and that's what makes her so fantastic as a golfer and as a basketball player. So and as a soccer player, she's a killer. She's heady, and she beats you with her brain, and then she makes you pay on the scoreboard.
Coach, we're running long here. I'm going to get you out of here. Normally we do a key to the game. That's always brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. Rather than a key to the game, I just know this is such a special group for you. They're a special group for each other. What's your message going to be to them before you leave the locker room tonight?
The message is going to be leave no doubt. Leave no doubt that you are where you're supposed to be and you are on the road you're supposed to be on. Leave no doubt.
32 minutes away for the Scottsbluff Bearcats to take care of business and punch that ticket to Lincoln. Coach, you're a pleasure to work with. I'm looking forward to this one tonight. Can't wait to talk to you afterwards.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
We'll come back with more right after this.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. We're providing discounts on any internet service option with Allo to qualifying households. Go to allofiber.com/ACP to learn more.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
Boy, glad to have you here. Wondering how many I've got here because the gym is filling up. We're going to have a great high school basketball environment here once again. Place was rocking on Wednesday for the sub-district championship games, and we're going to get more of the same tonight and, of course, tomorrow for the Bearcat boys as they take on the Seward Blue Jays. Up first for tonight's girls B3 district final, Scottsbluff with a record of 22-3, the number 3 seed entering the district finals for tonight across the state, taking on 14 seed Waverly. Their head coach is John Cockrell. They come in with a record of 11-11. They lost to Norris 48-30 in a sub-final, 0-2 against Norris this year. Scottsbluff won at Norris by 11 pretty quickly after the turn of the calendar. And the Lady Cats beat Sydney Wednesday 71-59 in the sub-district championship game. The winner heads to the state tournament in Lincoln. That'll get underway for the girls 2 Tuesdays from now. And we're looking forward to a possible double on the trip for the Scottsbluff girls and boys. Jeff Kelly right now has the Bridgeport girls. They're an expected winner tonight in their district final in C2 at North Platte Community College, taking on North Central. Jeff's got that on KOZY 1013, the Bridgeport Strive channel, and Allo 190. So we've got a couple of different spots for the basketball for you tonight, and a couple of girls' state tournament berths are on the line. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll go ahead and get rocking and rolling with the introduction of starting lineups and opening tip. That will be coming up here in just a few moments. Right now, we'll step away and come back with more right after this.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility. Everything is merry and bright at Compliments for you and your home. Stop in today for all the latest winter fashions. For your wife and friends, to your sister or mother, we have the outfit for them. With brands like Charlie B, Can, and Flying Monkey, which appeals to women of all ages, Compliments has got a style for you. Compliments also has the jewelry, purses, and shoes to complete your outfit. And don't forget to ask about our new tribal pajamas for Christmas morning. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Compliments, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions. We make technology work for you.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Just a bit delayed here with the playing of the national anthem, but we're just about ready to go. Teams are lined up. Waverly along their bench area. Scottsbluff out along the three-point arc on their end of the floor. Crowd is filling up here for a big-time district final, B3 final for the Scottsbluff girls and the visiting Waverly Vikings. 22-3 for Scottsbluff. Waverly at 11-11. We'll step away for the playing of the national anthem. Starting lineups coming up right after this.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more. Wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
But yeah, I love working on the grill. I'll flip my burgers with season on them. I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Chris Cottrell on board with you tonight. Rural Radio Network coverage. I'll be at the Logos broadcast location. Logos is your home for all that screen printing and embroidery. Shop their showroom or have something custom made. That's at Logos, 10th Street in Gearing. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Waverly Vikings. Head coach is John Cockrell. First off the bench is senior guard Macy Steckelberg, averaging 5 points per contest. Amelia Rourke, a senior as well in the backcourt. She averages 5 points per game. Paige Roddenslaben, a 5'5 junior, one of their top scorers at 10 points a game. Scottsbluff coaching staff says she can handle the basketball real well. Also in the starting lineup, rounding things out, you've got Abby Carter, a 5'10 senior. She averages 11 points, and Anna Clark, a 5'7 junior, averaging 9 on the year. So a pretty balanced scoring attack. The one senior starter for the Scottsbluff girls, Mariah Avila, the straw that stirs the drink. 5'3" senior, averages 14. Taryn Spady, 5'7" junior, averaging 2.5 and 3 rebounds. Anna Kelly in the backcourt had a big scoring night on Wednesday in the win against Sydney. She averages 9 and 3.5 boards. The leading scorer for the team is Peyton Bird at 16 points per contest, a 5'8" junior, and Marley Lockemer rounds out the 5'4" Dave Bolish. Lockemer, a 4.5-point scorer per contest. Opening tip moments away, always brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff, where it's love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal there. Scottsbluff on the home whites, the road maroon for the Waverly Vikings district final. Winner heads to Lincoln. Unfortunately for the loser, the season comes to an end at the end of this one tonight. There's the whistle. The ball's in the air. We are underway. Waverly controls the tip. Handling the basketball is Rodden Slavin, the 5'5" junior guard. Waverly with it up top, Macy Steckelberg. Looking for a back cut. Waverly staying patient here on their first offensive possession. They'll dump it down low. Dave Bolish says they've got a couple of different posts that can score at times. They get a cut to the basket, and they get an easy layup on their first possession of the night from Anna Clark. A 2-0 start for Waverly. In the right corner, off the feed from Avila, it's Lockemer. Top of the key, Spady. She'll put it on the floor, bounce it into the left corner. Anna Kelly drives, has her shot blocked, ball loose on the floor. Lockemer, we're going to have a battle for it, and a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Scottsbluff. 2-0 Waverly here with 41 seconds gone by. Anna Clark, a 5'7" junior, with a driving bucket to get the scoring underway. Peyton Bird, now Spady open. She'll pop the three. That's off the back of the iron. Rodden Slavin rebounds and will handle. The ball comes up the floor. With it is Amelia Rourke. Rourke feeds up top to Steckelberg. Cutting through on the catch. Some contact. They'll play through. Ball loose on the floor. And now we're going to get an official's timeout as we've got a Waverly player down. That's Abby Carter, a 5'10" senior, trying to get her to her feet. And she looks a little bit gimpy, trying to come to the near sideline to get to the Waverly bench. We'll hope the best for Carter. And a substitution will be the freshman post player Parker Christensen. So a freshman immediately under the gun for Waverly. She averages 8 points and has some quality size to her. Avila on the bounce. Christensen helping defensively off the screen. She's defending on the perimeter. Now it's Berta. Berta works her way inside the free throw line. We get a whistle and a turnover as the travel's called against Scottsbluff. First turnover of the game for either of these ball clubs. 2-0 Waverly. Some pressure in the backcourt. Rodden Slavin with the basketball for the Vikings. She'll bring it across the timeline. Feeds Rourke on the right wing. Christensen cuts through, catching. Now they dump it down low, and that's going to be an offensive foul called against Christensen. Rolling to the bucket. Didn't see it. They're going to say a little hook to try to create some space to grab that pass and get loose for the layup. So the foul called against Parker Christensen, the freshman post. Scottsbluff on the offensive end. Berta dribbles to the top of the key. Kelly flashes out high and on the catch. Gives to Avila. 6:13 to play here in the first quarter. Mariah, that pass is intercepted by Rodden Slavin. Couple early turnovers committed by the Lady Bearcats. Steckelberg on the left side wing. 2 minutes gone by. 6 to play in the first quarter. Right side, Amelia Rourke. That's Avila defending. Rodden Slavin sliding to the basket. That pass intended for, knocked away out of bounds. Marley Lockemer checks out. Into the ball game comes dynamic 5'10" sophomore Paige Horn, averaging 10 points a game, really coming into her own here in the second half of the season. Christensen catches. They missed a cutter that time in Anna Clark. The shot from deep won't go. Scottsbluff rebounds. They're going to try and kick the tempo up a little bit. It's Avila feeding Spady. Mariah gets it back near the right corner. Dribbles out near the wing. Anna Kelly bounces it to Paige Horn. Horn cut off. The turnaround shot can't get it off the bank. An offensive rebound, and the first basket of the game for Scottsbluff goes for Taryn Spady. We are tied at 2, 5 minutes and 16 seconds to play. Christensen holds, gives to Clark. Running along the baseline, wide open underneath. Missing an easy layup was Rourke. Rebound comes to Mariah Avila. Avila, the bounce pass. Shot won't go for Spady, but she's fouled. And free throws coming for Taryn Spady. The 5'7" junior has the first 2 points of the night. She averages 2.5 at the line, where she's a 53% free throw shooter is all so far for the year. Taryn Spady with the first on the way, and that one bounces in. Scottsbluff has scored the last 3 points. Good news for Waverly as Abby Carter is able to get back into the ball game in relatively short order. Left hobbled after an early fall on the defensive end during a loose ball. Couple of makes for Spady, and Scottsbluff leads 4-2. Rod and Slavin, little nifty ball handling in the backcourt. They're across the timeline with Rourke. They'll throw it near the rim. Clark, and that'll be the first turnover tonight committed by Waverly. Set a high screen, and then Clark cutting to the basket. We get an early timeout. I believe this was taken by Scottsbluff. It'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here. High school basketball on the Rural Radio Network, brought to you in part by Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all those quality automotive repair needs, and also Wells Fargo Advisors. They create wealth management investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. Out of the timeout, it'll be Bearcat basketball, leading 4-2, 4:49 to play here in the opening quarter. Winner moves to Lincoln and the state tournament. Scottsbluff has won back-to-back years in this district final spot at home against Omaha Gross Catholic and a year ago against Elkhorn. It's Waverly this year. Bird on the drive for two. Peyton Bird averages 16. She had 24 on Wednesday in the win against Sydney here at home. 6 straight for Scottsbluff. They lead it by 4. Rod and Slavin now catching at the high post is Abby Carter. Back out to Rourke. They'll move it around the perimeter. Steckelberg, right side Clark. Now on the baseline. Back to the top of the key. Waverly staying patient. And shooting the 3 ball. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. The stick back for 2 for Anna Clark. She's got the first 4 points tonight for Waverly. Scottsbluff ball leading 6-4. Paige Horn cut off. Had her shot blocked. Partially blocked, and here comes Waverly. Steckelberg throws it ahead. Clark on the catch and finish. Anna Clark averages 9. She has 6 right out of the gate. Avila leaves it wide open underneath. Easy lay-in for Paige Horn. As Scottsbluff goes back in front, 8-6 with 3:25 to play in the first quarter. Rourke, high post, Scottsbluff in his zone defensively. They're going to challenge this Waverly team to hit some outside shots. They move the basketball. Left side 3 on the way. Off the front of the iron. It won't drop for Rod and Slavin. Horn gives it up to Kelly. Up ahead quickly. It goes to Peyton Bird. Now Anna Kelly on the catch. Kelly holds. Once Avila, the general has it. Looks right. Now puts it on the floor. Starts left. Bounces it to Horn at the high post. Right side behind the arc is Kelly. They enter it, right block low. On the turn and pass. Beautiful feed from Paige Horn. Got it to Taryn Spady. And Spady off to a hot start. Her mom excited on the far side of the gym right now. Getting a pat on the knee from Avila's mom. Fun times for the families when it's going well. Missed shot for Waverly. Here comes Scottsbluff leading by 4. Outlet pass up ahead. Horn gives to Kelly. This is where it gets going and gets fun. Scottsbluff getting on a run. They lead it 13-6 on the triple from Anna Kelly. Scottsbluff feeling it, the gym feeling it. Timeout. It'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here. Coach Cockrell recognizes immediately you cannot let things get away from you early on. And for Scottsbluff, a good start, which is what they've had, is exactly the recipe they were looking for here tonight. 4 different players have scored already. Spady with 6. Kelly has 3. Berta and Paige Horn with 2 each. It has been a long week with a lot of basketball. The voice has been a little shaky the last 24 hours. Glad we've only got 1 tonight and then 1 more tomorrow. I think I can handle 1 each day. Glad it's not a pair here tonight. Tried to stay as quiet as I could throughout the morning and afternoon. Out of the timeout, Waverly basketball down by 7 already up against it. Annie Harms, a freshman guard, has come in. Anna Clark will shoot the 3, misses badly. And Avila outlet pass to Lockemer. Marley got fouled. Free throws are coming. Foul goes against the freshman Annie Harms. We'll get a substitution with Parker Christensen set to check back in. Shea Willits has come into the game for Scottsbluff. At the line, Lockemer. And Lockemer off the mark. On the first, she's a 54% free throw shooter on the year. 13-6 our score. And the second won't go. A couple of misses. Paige Horn nearly saved the ball in bounds for an offensive rebound. Instead, it's Waverly into the half court. Right side, Rourke. Scottsbluff in the zone. Rodden Slavin. Now Harms. Open on the opposite block was Rourke. The pass up top, knocked away. Harms runs into the backcourt, tracks down the loose ball for Waverly. 1 minute and 31 seconds to play in this first quarter. Shea Willits comes up with a steal. 2 turnovers for Waverly. Avila thought about the pull-up 3. Instead, it's Berta. Had the ball knocked away from her from behind. Picked up by Horn. She gives to Lockemer, and then we're going to get a foul called against Waverly with 1:16 to play in the first half. Foul's going to go against Paige Roddenslaben. Inbounding is Avila. It comes into Horn. Quickly to Lockemer. They try to free up Bird off a screen. Nothing doing. Peyton puts it on the deck. The leave. The ball. We get a deflection. And a reach-in foul is going to go on Paige Horn. Or would we get no foul, just a turnover? Didn't see what that signal was. Maybe 3 in travel called against Paige Horn. Third turnover committed by Scottsbluff. Right side, Rourke. Christensen trying to post. Now Rodden-Slavin. She dumps it down low. Scoring with the left hand is Abby Carter. The senior got fouled, and she'll have a shot at an old-fashioned 3-point play. Paige Horn, the sophomore, called for her first personal. And with 53 seconds to play in the first quarter, Lexi Adams, the sophomore guard, will enter for Coach Cockrell and Waverly. The foul shot for Abby Carter. They needed that 3-point possession as it is Scottsbluff in front, 13-9. Sydney in action tonight at home against Blair. In C2, Bridgeport, a big favorite in North Platte against North Central. Berta gives to Horn. Horn turns, can't connect. Rodden-Slavin will slow the pace down. She'll bring it into the front court. Harms on the catch. Now to Rodden-Slavin. They move it right side. Adams had it. They were backing off her, giving a lot of room. Harms, 25 seconds to play in the quarter. Harms, or check that, Adams. Looks a little loose with the basketball. Now Rodden-Slavin. To Adams. Back out top to Rodden-Slavin. 13 to play in the quarter. Underneath. Carter in traffic. Off the iron, it won't go. Ball tipped around. 6 to play. Anna's got the basketball. Kelly needs to check the game clock. Avila does. She'll hoist it at the buzzer. It won't go. A little desperation shot off the square. at the end of one. Scottsbluff in control early, leading 13-9 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
High school basketball, girls B3 district finals. Scottsbluff leading Waverly 13-9 as we get festivities back underway here to start the second quarter. Taryn Spady had 6 first quarter points for the Bearcats. They go 2 for 4 at the line. They hit just 1 3, but again, they still lead this thing early, 13-9. It'll be Waverly ball with Paige Rodden-Slavin giving it up to Rourke on the wing, a near steal for Avila. Rourke lobs it to Rodden-Slavin. She'll put up the triple. Came up short. The rebound into the hands of Taryn Spady. Now it's Peyton Bird feeding Anna Kelly. The catch and shoot 3 in transition won't go. Offensive rebound to Paige Horn. Ball loose on the floor. Kelly's got it. They'll reverse it left side. Spady's going to put up the triple. Back iron. It won't drop. Rebounding for Waverly is Abby Carter. Waverly going to slow the tempo down with Rodden-Slavin bringing it across the timeline. Carter out high along with Clark. They'll get it to Carter on the cut. She scored with the left near the rim, this time with the right. And Abby Carter, fundamentally sound around the rim, makes it a 2-point game. 13-11 Scottsbluff. Kelly to Horn. Page, one dribble on the perimeter, gets rid of it to Spady. Now Anna Kelly. 6:53 to play in the first half. On the drive, Avila looking for her first bucket. She gets it on the pull-up jumper off the square. Mariah Avila, the senior leader, averaging 14 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game, has her first deuce. Rourke on the left wing. They throw tough angle to make that pass. Deflected. That'll be a turnover. Scottsbluff trying to get out in transition. Berta off the wing on the drive. Reaching in for a steal is Rourke. Each team has 4 turnovers. Rourke in transition, counted in a foul, and a chance for a 3-point play for Amelia Rourke, a senior. The defender was, the officials telling Dave Bolish, the defender was already kind of falling backwards, trying to coax the charge call. So clearly wasn't set, was definitely moving. Rourke at the line, can't hit the free throw. Kelly rebounds the miss. 15-13, Scottsbluff leads it by 2. Stop and pop it 3, it won't go. Rebound, no one can track it down. It goes out of bounds, the ball does, far side. At halftime, I'm going to visit with Waverly boys coach Ryan Reeder, a friend of the program. We'll get Coach Reeder's thoughts on the Scottsbluff boys matchup with Seward tomorrow, and we'll also let him talk about their game. They'll be at Sydney tomorrow night. Rourke to the high post to the freshman Christensen. Rodden-Slavin from deep. The 3 won't go. Offensive rebound. A reach-in foul called against Anna Kelly as Christensen was going up for the stick-back opportunity. First foul called on Anna Kelly. 5:54 to play here in the half. Scottsbluff leading 15-13. Tempo-wise, at least for Waverly, they have to like where they're at. Christensen, the freshman big, hits the first at the line. They are 2 for 3 at the foul line so far in this one. Second from Christensen was short. Horn rebounds. Here comes Avila. She'll slow it up as she gets into the half court. Anna Kelly dribbles near the left wing. She's hounded. Ball's loose. Still loose. Who touched it last? They're going to say touch last by Scottsbluff. Waverly will get the basketball. For Scottsbluff, 2 turnovers in the quarter, 5 in the game. Scottsbluff will drop back in the half court as Rodenslaben handles the basketball for the Vikings. No pressure. Across the timeline, Steckelberg. Christensen, the freshman, was flashing to the high post. Now she's got it down low. Shot wouldn't go, but that's going to be the second foul on Paige Horn. They've got dueling bigs, plus Clark is no slouch as far as a big body with some height, long arms. And now we're going to get Tierra West coming in for Scottsbluff. 5:27 to play here in the first half, and Christensen has missed back-to-back free throws. Second foul on Horn, so West replaces Horn, and Christensen set to shoot her second on this trip to the line. She's 2 for 4 here on back-to-back trips down. We're tied at 15 with 5:23 to play in the second quarter. Anna Kelly has it on the perimeter. Little dribble handoff, weave action. Berta cutting to the basket was Avila. Now West. Tierra West drives it, bounces it down low, and we're going to get another turnover committed by the Bearcats. Steckelberg gives to Rourke. Back up top, Steckelberg. Right side, Rodenslaben. They enter to Christensen, the freshman. Now Clark. Cut off, and her pass to the left corner was knocked away. No, they'll say untouched. Pass just went right out of bounds. And that's turnover number 5 committed by Waverly. 4:56 to play here in the first half. Tied at 15. Avila comes left with it, gives it to Peyton Bird. Bird on the handoff, gives to Kelly. West with a screen. Kelly stays on the dribble. She loses it out of bounds. They'll say off of a Waverly defender's knee. And the Bearcats will keep the basketball. Horn will come back in, playing with 2 on the catch. She gets fouled. That'll go on their freshman big, Christensen. That'll be the second foul on Parker Christensen. 4:39 to play. They'll rotate in their senior big, Carter. Horn hits the first. Paige Horn, a 44% free throw shooter on the season, knocks down her first attempt of the night. 16-15 Scottsbluff. The second from Horn. That one won't go. Clark the rebound for Waverly. And the freshman Annie Harms will handle point guard duties on this possession. Rodenslaben getting a breather. There's a 3 from Rourke. Won't bounce in. That hit rim, glass, wouldn't go. Ball kicked forward into the front court. It's loose. Timeout taken by Dave Bolish. Coach Cockrell of Waverly wanting an explanation. So they're going to say no timeout, jump ball, possession arrow, it stays with Scottsbluff. Berta flashes into the backcourt, takes the inbounds pass, dribbles to the right wing, now with Avila. On the catch, Horn, looks opposite Kelly. Anna behind the arc, mid-post area, Paige Horn. Trying to spin and find an opportunity to get a shot away, can't do it. Never a bad idea to then get it to Mariah Avila. Spady gives it right back to Avila. Halfway through this second quarter, Mariah spins, cut off, easy feed, wide open, Paige Horn, count it. Help defender showed up to stop Mariah Avila. Avila with the dime, the finish from Horn, and a chance for a three-point play. That play made by Avila. Horn had her hands ready. She knew the leader had her in her sights, dropped it off to her for the easy score. Rodenslaben comes back into the game for Waverly. It's Horn at the stripe. She's 1 for 2. Now make it 1 for 3. And the lead for the Bearcats is 3. 18-15 with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to play here in the half. Skip pass against the zone. Horn reaches in, deflects it away out of bounds. West will come back in, replacing Paige Horn. They'll get Horn out. Can't afford for her to pick up her third here in the second quarter already. Some OD substitution patterns for Coach Balish with Paige Horn. Rodden-Slavin will inbound. They'll throw it into Steckelberg out high. Rodden-Slavin gets it back on the left wing. High post Clark. They dump it down low. With the right hand, unable to score was Carter, but she was fouled by Tierra West. So free throws coming now for Abby Carter. 3 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in the first half. 18-15 Scottsbluff. At the stripe, Carter. Too strong on the first. West sits as Horn comes back in. Just 4 made baskets from the floor between the teams here in this quarter so far. Carter gets 1 of 2. And the lead is 2. 3:33 to go. 18-16. Scottsbluff in front. Horn gives to Avila. On the cut, Paige Horn has it. She's fouled again. And they might say this one's on the floor. Nope. Shooting foul. Horn to get 2. Second foul called on Rodden-Slavin. Christensen and Rodden-Slavin with 2 each. Horn off the mark. Paige has got 5 points so far in the contest. And that one won't go. She's missed 4 straight now at the free throw line. Chance for Waverly to tie or take the lead with a 3. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Down low, Clark turning, had her shot blocked by Anna Kelly in traffic. Anna Clark grabbed the loose ball. She's now got 8. That leads Waverly. We're tied at 18. Avila with Rourke defending. Berta has it. Anna Clark with a lot of length trying to defend against Peyton Bird. That pass into the paint underneath. Paige Horn stayed under control after she hauled that pass in, and Paige puts 2 more in the scorebook. 5 in the quarter. She's got 6 tonight. Check that 7. Right side, Steckelberg on the catch. Clark on the cut to the basket, and a late whistle and a foul called against Taryn Spady, and Rodden-Slavin will shoot 2 at the line. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the half. Again, I'll visit with Waverly boys coach. They're on the trip as well, playing at Sydney tomorrow night. Scottsbluff and Waverly boys with some great history over the last 3 seasons. 2 district finals and a regular season game this year. As Rodden-Slavin hits the first at the line. She averages 10. That's her first point of the night. Paige Rodden-Slavin second. Bounces off the iron and into the hands of Paige Horn. Berta brings it up the floor. Thought about the 3. Now on the drive. Got deep and she turned it over on the feed. 4 turnovers in the quarter. 7 in the game for Scottsbluff. Steckelberg does not look like she's going to be much of a scorer here tonight. Near turnover it is as Waverly throws it away. Lockemer gives it back to Avila. She'll hoist the triple. That one won't go. They'll say out of bounds. Last touch by Shea Willits. It'll go to Waverly. Tierra West comes on, replacing Horn. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the first half. Rodden-Slavin across the timeline to Rourke. High post. Carter had it knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. Still loose. Carter has it. Carter trying to give it to Clark off her fingertips, and turnover number 4 in the quarter. 6 in the ball game. Avila. And we get a whistle. And we're going to get a foul called against Waverly. And if that's on Rodden-Slavin, that's number 3. That is number 3 on Paige Rodden-Slavin. So she'll sit for the final 146. Scottsbluff leading by 1 with Avila at the line shooting a 1-and-1. We'll see if Scottsbluff goes to some pressure on the basketball. Also into the ball game is Jalen Dickey, a junior, her first appearance of the half. So at the stripe, Avila, and the first of the 1-and-1, too strong, but an offensive rebound, and Scottsbluff will reset here on the possession. Big board, and the Cats try and add to a 1-point lead. Berta gives to Tierra West. West went up, left the shot short, and grabbing it is the freshman, Parker Christensen. Another freshman with it in the backcourt, Annie Harms. Harms, yes, they're going to try and pressure the basketball with Rodden Slavin on the bench. Christensen underneath, knocks in a little short jumper from about 3 feet away. So Christensen has 4. It's a 1-point Waverly lead with 1:06 to play in the half. Ball loose. Avila has it taken away, and now a reach-in foul called against Mariah. 62 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 21-20. Spady and Kelly come on. Willits and Berta to the pine right now. Horn will come back in also, replacing West. Scottsbluff locked in a first half dogfight so far with Waverly at 21-20. The Vikings lead by 1, and at the line with Macy Steckelberg, a senior, who is yet to score so far tonight. She hits the first. It's a 2-point lead now for Waverly, 22-20 with 1:02 to go in this second quarter. Steckelberg off the mark with the second. Horn gives to Avila. Scottsbluff with the ball down 2. Mariah dribbles to the left side wing. They'll get Kelly. Now Horn to touch. Page, turn baseline, now comes middle, and looked opposite block to Lockemer, and she's fouled from behind. Marley Lockemer will shoot 2 at the line. 48 seconds to play in the half. The foul goes against Jalen Dickey, the junior. Great environment for high school sports here tonight at Scottsbluff High. Lockemer sinks the first. Marley 1 for 3 now at the line. West back in, replacing Berta. Kelly will sit with West on, replacing Horn. There was a little bit of a substitution mix-up. They're trying to get it sorted out right now with Dave Bolish. Looks like we're good. And it'll be Lockemer shooting 1. Made the first, the second coming up. Lockemer gets both. Back even at 22 apiece. 45 seconds to play in the first half. Lockemer pressuring the freshman backcourt. Ball handler Harms. Harms holds. Gives to Rourke. Rourke way out on the wing. A skip pass to Steckelberg. Right side, Rourke. Now cutting middle and walking on the catch. Switching the pivot foot was Jalen Dickey. 5 turnovers in the quarter committed by Waverly. 22.4 to play. Low scoring affair here in the first half. Tied at 22. Pace of this game in Waverly's favor. Horn faces, trying to get loose underneath. Can't get it to roll in off the iron. Offensive rebound, though. It got batted out, and Lockemer has it. 8 seconds on the clock. Avila being D'd up by Rourke underneath. And a shot attempt for Horn with 3.1 to play. She's fouled by Jalen Dickey. 10th team foul. It was a shooting foul, so 2 shots regardless here for Paige Horn. Paige has now missed 5 straight at the foul line. 22-22, 3.1 to play. I'll visit with Ryan Reeder, the Waverly boys head coach, at halftime. The second on the way from Horn, and that one rattles down. 3 on the clock, nearly stolen. Waverly's just going to hold. They'll like their position heading to halftime, down by 1. Halftime score 23-22. Scottsbluff leading it at home over Waverly on the West Coast scoreboard.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
I hope so.
Chris Cottrell back here at halftime. Scottsbluff and Waverly in this girls B3 district final. Scottsbluff locked in a tight one with the Vikings, 23-22. Got a halftime guest. Excited to welcome in a friend of the program. Got to know each other over the last few years with the Scottsbluff and Waverly boys rivalry. Head coach for the Waverly boys, Ryan Reeder. Coach, great to have you. Great to see you and a lot of Waverly folks out here west again this year.
Yep. Thanks for having me, Chris. I appreciate it. And like I said a little bit ago, I just love it here in Scottsbluff. The atmosphere, the people, just a truly unique place out here in western Nebraska. And that it has our utmost respect. There's still people that talk about our game here a couple years ago that went to overtime. And just great memories walking in this gym.
How about this environment for these girls teams today?
Oh, it's unbelievable here. I know I talked with the girls coach earlier, and he was really excited about the opportunity to play in front of a crowd like this, and we talked about it. And you can't beat a Friday night like this in February for girls basketball.
When you were here for the district final 2 years ago, everybody really agrees that day was probably either 1, 2, maybe a top 3 environment that anyone's ever been in attendance at for this high school gym.
It still is the best environment I've ever been in, probably will ever be in ever again. It's just you can just feel it in here right now during halftime. There's just a vibe in here. I'm sure you've had it multiple times, but that game was truly something special that people just talk about a lot, even back in Waverly that came out there. They could feel it when they watched it on TV, just the vibe it got.
Of course, last year we went to your place and you knocked off the Cats in the district final. And then what was the feeling and the experience like to beat a team like Scott in round 1 of the state tournament?
Oh, just an incredible experience. We knew we'd had a battle during our district final against Scottsbluff last year, and I think that gave us a little bit of mojo. That, hey, we're a pretty decent basketball team. We play together, so I am very, very fortunate to have an amazing coaching staff. I loved our game plan against Scott and ended up playing pretty well and had a game winner there at the end to knock them off. So, and Scott, whenever you can beat a team like Scott, it's definitely a memory that's going to stick in your head.
I'm curious. I want to get your thoughts on the Scottsbluff boys game against Seward tomorrow, and then we'll visit about your matchup over at Sydney tomorrow evening. You know the Bearcat program well. I'm sure you know quite a bit about Seward. What do you think of the matchup? Obviously, Scottsbluff comes in the much higher seed. How do you think contrast in style?
It is. It's kind of like what we are. We're a 2-3 zone team, and Seward's a very methodical team. They're very well coached. They're going to try to play good fundamental defense. They share the ball really well. They're very balanced. I think it's going to be a game that's in the 50s, and it's who's not going to beat themselves, I think, for the two teams. Who's going to make the less mistakes. And I don't want to play favorites, guy. I respect both programs, but I think it's going to be a heck of a game tomorrow afternoon.
Seward definitely has one thing that could help them out with a long trip in a hostile environment. Of their 7 kids they play, 6 are seniors.
Yes, that definitely helps out a lot, having that senior leadership. When you have kids like that that's kind of been through the ringer and played some big games, it helps you in an environment like this. Because if you have young kids and you come in, I don't want to say hostile environment, but just the vibe that you get in here, you make it a little bit of rattle if you're not ready for it.
When you played Scottsbluff this year in the regular season, where would that performance rank in your year so far?
I think that's definitely, I would say, our second best performance of the year. And right before that, we beat a very good Lincoln Christian team by about 40. So we're having our mojo a little bit. And actually, I knew Scottsbluff was going to give it our all since we beat them at district finals. And we got off to a great start. I thought we kind of punched Scottsbluff in the mouth early and got rolling early on. And they started to make a comeback in the second half, and our guys kind of settled down and weathered that storm. And it's nice because I think that moment here 2 years ago has really matured our basketball team and our program in general. They're kind of accustomed to winning in a sense. They know how to handle tough situations, and they're very, very calm. Even if they're up by 20, down by 20, they're kind of that same mentality. And honestly, it all started right here a couple years ago.
Sydney's Cabela's athletic facility, when it gets going, can be it's not going to be as big a gym, but it could be just as rowdy. What's your scouting report on the Red Raiders?
Oh, man, they are extremely athletic, watching on film. Even talk to some of the coaches around here. They can shoot the ball really well. They want to get up and down and play with pace. So I'm hoping our zone will neutralize some of that. We'll have to watch a couple of their guys. Number 12, I believe his last name's Doty, if I remember correctly, a kid that can just stroke the ball really well. They have a really athletic kid in Dickman that loves to distribute it, averages about 16 a game. So I know our guys have been locked in. We were lucky enough to practice here earlier today, and we had an awesome practice here. I could kind of see that in their eyes, what I saw last year leading up to district. Of kids kind of have that sparkle, a little bit of chip on their shoulder. In our last game, we laid an absolute egg against Platteview. Got beat by 36, I don't know, in the high 30s. It was by far the worst game of the year, and I loved our mentality of how we bounced back. I mean, the very next day, guys were energized, all about it, giving high fives, and our energy was right back. When you kind of get beat down like that, you wonder as a coach, how is my team going to respond? And I was so proud of the way we practiced last couple days after that loss.
Coach, want to wish you best of luck tomorrow and safe travels between here and there and then heading home. Great to catch up. Good seeing you. And hey, maybe I'll be at your gym for a shoot around in Lincoln during the state tournament.
You guys are always welcome.
What's the name of that?
The Kinetics Center.
The Kinetics, yes. I'm sure Bridgeport, Scottsbluff 1 will be there. I'll probably see you sometime.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris.
Have a good week, buddy. That was Ryan Reeder, the head coach for the Waverly boys. Glad he could stop by here at halftime, and we'll come back with second half action right after this. Scottsbluff leading by 1 here over Waverly, 23-22 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of today's game is brought to you in part by 21st Century Equipment, A. Elliott Law, Quick Care, and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Anyone may need rehabilitation at some point in their lives. Morrill County Community Hospital can help. Double board certified Masumi Wilroy is now here to help patients recover following an injury, illness, or disabling condition. It may include brain injury, stroke, back pain, sports injury, arthritis, or neurological disorders. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Just about set for the start of the second half. Scottsbluff leading Waverly 23-22. Paige Horn has 8 to lead the way for the Cats. Taryn Spady with 6. Anna Clark, a junior, with 8 to lead Waverly in scoring in the first half. Quick mention on those numbers. All stat updates brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. They feature the Rock Pile Division service and equipment as well. They've been in business for over 35 years. You know where to find them, right? 10th Street over in Gehrig. Horn, Berta, Kelly, Spady, Avila, the starting 5 for Scottsbluff here in the second half. Steckelberg, Rourke, Clark, Rodden, Slavin, and Carter on the floor for Waverly. It's a dogfight here between the Cats and the Vikings, 23-22. Scottsbluff with the ball, leading by 1. We're underway in the second half. Berta scoops a pass to Avila. Avila, a bounce pass. It's on the floor. Horn grabs it to Peyton Berta. 20 seconds off the game clock. Scottsbluff for them with a extra long offensive trip down the floor. Avila out high at the volleyball line. Gives to Horn. Defender will back off. They know the scouting report. She's not going to shoot it from downtown. She'll catch. That's her spot, the left block. Cut off by Carter. Tries to get rid of it, and Abby Carter got a hand on it and comes up with a steal. Scottsbluff with their 8th turnover of the game. Both teams had 7 at halftime. Steckelberg has not been an offensive threat anytime she's caught the ball so far today. They dump it down low. Carter in traffic. Kind of lost her balance on the shot. Couldn't get it to drop. No one scored here in the first minute, and small change. Anna Kelly trying to change that, and she does. That's a 3-ball for Anna Kelly. Anna has the only 2 3-point buckets for Scottsbluff so far in the contest. 6:40 to go. Waverly has shut off the 3-point line for the most part, and now we get a Waverly turnover. That'll be their 8th. Scottsbluff leading by 4 with the ball. Avila cut off by Rourke defensively. Cutting, open underneath, loose on the floor, and it's still loose. We're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Waverly. Parker Christensen, the freshman, will check in for Waverly, replacing Carter, who heads to the bench. 6:18 to play in the quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Scottsbluff, 26-22. Pace of the game favors Waverly. Score on the scoreboard is where Waverly wants it. Still, they trail by 4. Christensen's going to shoot the triple. Horn backed off. Offensive rebound. Rodden-Slavin playing with 3 fouls. Paige Rodden-Slavin has her first basket. 3 points in the game. Outside Spady. Dribbles inside the arc. Pull-up jumper. Too strong. Ball comes out and got tipped, and then a pass is intercepted by Christensen. Scottsbluff turns it over. After grabbing the offensive rebound, Clark gives to Steckelberg. Rodden-Slavin cutting to the basket. And we'll get a blocking foul called against Paige Horn. 3rd foul on Horn. So Horn with 3 for the Cats. Rodden-Slavin, one of the top players for Waverly, has 2. Tierra West checks in, replacing Paige Horn. Rodden-Slavin plays it inbounds. She'll catch it in the right corner. Bounce pass down low, and again they're going to get the hook. An offensive foul called against Anna Clark. That'll be her second personal. First team foul here in the half. 2-point lead for Scottsbluff, 26-24. They'll get the basketball back. Mariah Avila on the dribble. Across the timeline to Peyton Bird, who has had a quiet night with just 2 points. Anna Kelly has the only 2 3-point shots that have dropped tonight. Horn turns in traffic, curls it over the front of the iron and down for 2. Paige Horn, the first Bearcat in double figures. She has 10. Rodden Slavin dribbling near the midcourt stripe. Christensen with Horn backing off defensively. Clark out high. Clark looks to the left wing. Rodden Slavin curls a pass down low to Christensen, who turns, can't get the shot to drop. Rebounding for the Cats, Taryn Spady. Avila. Spady near the right corner. That pass to Peyton Bird. Berta leaves it for Horn. Page misses on the backside of the iron. Ball loose, grabbed by Steckelberg. Rodden Slavin will bring it. They're really not looking to run, but Rodden Slavin with the scoop layup, it wouldn't go. Ball comes off. Steckelberg has it. It's loose. Christensen to Rodden Slavin for 3. Waverly has not hit a 3-point field goal tonight. We've got a collision. Is everybody okay? Over near the Waverly bench. I'm blocked off. I have not seen a signal for a call. Don't know who's down. Peyton. Nope. It is Christensen, and she appears to be okay. It looks like the basketball will stay with Waverly. Steckelberg checks out. Horn will sit for the Bearcats. 28-24. Christensen is going to head to the bench. Everybody appears to be okay, which is great to see. Tough spot to inbounds from. They get it in to Carter. Carter can't hit the shot, and that's going to go out of bounds off Waverly. A kick by Clark off the missed shot from Christensen, or from Carter, excuse me. Horn checks in here for the offensive end of the floor. 28-24. Cats would love to push it to a 6-point lead. Now we're going to get an offensive foul, a moving screen set out high by Marley Lockemer. First foul on Lockemer. 4:12 to play here in the game. So it'll be Waverly basketball. Rodden Slavin will take the inbounds pass from Clark. Rodden Slavin being defended by Lockemer. Rodden Slavin loses her, drives down the paint. Ball got knocked away as she was leaving the floor to go up for a lefty scoop layup attempt. It'll stay with the Vikings. 4:03 to play in the third quarter. Rodden Slavin will inbound. Carter flashed to the corner. Now they'll throw it in up top to Clark. Clark gives to Rourke. Amelia Rourke. Now Harms, a freshman. Avila defending. They'll dump it to the right block. On the catch, the spin back middle with the left hand. The shot wouldn't go for Abby Carter. Up ahead on the outlet pass, it's Mariah Avila. Looking for help, gets Tierra West. West tried to bounce it across the paint along the baseline. Had it knocked away out of bounds by Rodden Slavin. And quickly Horn comes in replacing Tierra West. So Kelly will inbound along the baseline for the Cats. Anna. Horn will screen across. They're trying to free up Peyton Bird. She has not had many looks. Now she's on the drive and the finish with the left hand. Peyton Bird with just her second basket of the game. It's a 6-point lead, and with as tight as it's been here today, 6 feels like a big number. Carter, a little bit extended further away than she's going to want the basketball as far as a scoring spot on the floor. Now Anna Kelly reaches in and takes it away from the freshman Annie Harms. Up 6 with the ball. Scottsbluff trying to extend a little bit here in the third quarter. Horn down low. Got challenged on the shot. Got her own miss. Got fouled. She'll go to the line. 3:01 to play here in the third quarter. Scottsbluff leading at home 30-24. Waverly's got Scottsbluff locked in a grinder right now. 6-point lead. Horn at the stripe. Page gets that one. She needed it after missing 5 of her last 6. It's a 7-point lead. Waverly has struggled scoring the basketball. A 7-point margin feels like much more than it is. Horn knocks down both. Huge free throws for Paige Horn as she heads to the bench with her 3 fouls. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Scottsbluff with their biggest lead of the game now at 8. They led 13-6 in the first quarter. Since then, it's been the Cats by about 2 most of the way. Harms off a screen, thought about a 3, instead gets rid of it to the freshman Christensen. Harms and Christensen, both freshmen. Rodenslaben from downtown hits the triple. Paige Rodenslaben has all 5 points for Waverly in the quarter, and that cuts the Cats' lead to 5. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the third. Avila gives to Berta. Berta got called for the travel. .2:27 to play in the third. Waverly was down 8 moments ago. Rodenslaben buried a tray. They get the turnover, and here comes Waverly into the offensive end. Harms the freshman guard. Rodenslaben runs off a screen. She's going to catch and shoot another. Paige Rodenslaben, back-to-back trays. That makes it a 2-point lead, a 6-0 spurt for Waverly. Avila goes to the left hand. The shot won't go. Harms the rebound. Rodenslaben has it. Outlet pass ahead to Rourke. Rourke feeds underneath. Quick shot. It won't go. West with the rebound, and here comes Scottsbluff trying to get out in transition. Open 3. It won't go for Berta. That would have got the place jumping a little bit. And now we're going to get a whistle and a foul called against Marley Lockemer, defending in the backcourt against Annie Harms. Shea Willits comes on, replacing Marley Lockemer. 139 to go in the third quarter. Clark will re-enter the ball game, replacing Dickey for Waverly. She missed the shot the last time down. 32-30 the lead for Scottsbluff. Willits defends against Rodenslaben. She's got all 8 points for Waverly here in the quarter, including a pair of trays. They'll run her off a screen. Rodenslaben on the catch. Willits fights through. And now Christensen feeds the perimeter on the catch. We're going to get 3 seconds in the key called against Waverly. Their 10th turnover of the game. Both teams with 10. Horn comes in, replacing Tierra West. 1:23 to play in the third quarter. 2-point lead for the Cats and the basketball. Avila has been quiet with just 2 points. Berta has only 4. Great game plan so far for Waverly. Horn loses the basketball, and Scottsbluff turns it over. 4 in the quarter. Harms will pull the dribble out and throw it right to Paige Horn. A costly turnover. Avila. Clark defending out high against Peyton Berta. Berta blows by, goes to the scoop with a right, and the rebound grabbed by the long and lanky Anna Clark. 42 seconds to play in the quarter. Rodenslaben crisscrossing her dribble, feeds Harms. Harms on the right side wing. Clark catches, high post, right elbow. Rodenslaben, quick trigger 3 off the iron. Rebound comes off, and it's Rodenslaben attacking for a tying layup. Paige Rodenslaben has all 10 points for Waverly in the quarter. It's 32-32. 15 seconds to play. Willits enters the pass down low. Horn going straight up defensively. Parker Christensen affected the shot, partially blocked it, and Waverly with 3 on the clock. Right side. Harms from deep for a 3. It won't go as the buzzer sounds. A bullet dodge for Scottsbluff. Rodenslaben is gassed, coming to the bench for Waverly. After 3, 32 apiece on the West Coast scoreboard.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Crowd making some noise. We're through 3, 8 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter about to start. Rural Radio Network coverage, TV, radio on the trail. Scottsbluff and Waverly deadlocked at 32. Avila off the high screen from Paige Horn. Picks up her dribble. Spady gives to Berta. Berta and Avila have combined for just 6 points. Can the two go-to offensive stars come up big here in the fourth quarter? Instead, along the baseline, Paige Horn got fouled from behind by Abby Carter, and Paige Horn will go to the foul line. She's made 3 in a row after missing 5 in a row. She's 4 for 9 at the stripe, and too strong with that one. She leads all scorers with 12. Rodenslaben had all 10 points for Waverly in the third quarter. The second from Horn, she banks that one in. By any means necessary on a Friday night with a trip to Lincoln on the line. Rodenslaben out high. Scottsbluff going zone. Rodenslaben needing to find some help. She'll bounce it to Steckelberg. Steckelberg fires a pass into the left corner. Rourke gives to Clark. Clark going up for a shot. She's fouled. I think Spady was the guilty party.
Fouls on number 21, Terrence Spady. Third personal foul, fourth team foul on the Bearcats.
Third foul on Spady. 7:20 to go in the game. 40 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. It's Clark at the line, and the first rim's out on her.
The free throw line for the Vikings, Anna Clark.
Clark scored 6 of her 8 points in the first quarter. In fact, she scored the first 6 of the game for Waverly. To get them to within 1, she hits it. Or check that, to tie it. Both Horn and Clark on opposite ends hit a free throw. 33-33. Page on the catch. Look for a little step through, nothing doing. Back to Avila. Mariah on the dribble. Mariah picks it up, finds Marley Lockemer. Berta now on the catch, right side out high. Clark defending. Clark. Berta still having to deal with Clark. They lob the pass to Horn. Her feed. They save it in bounds. No, Spady was stepping along the baseline. 33-33. 6:48 to go here in the ball game. Fourth quarter. Locked in a tight one. Scottsbluff going zone, trying to get the ball out of Rodenslaben's hands. They do. They get it back to Rodenslaben. Right side, Steckelberg for 3. She knocks it down. Macy Steckelberg has not looked to be an offensive threat tonight. She grabs the pass and hits a triple in a huge spot. It's 36-33 Waverly. The bounce pass, and now the ball is loose on the floor momentarily. Step back 3 on the way for the tie. It goes for Mariah Avila. They needed a big shot. They got it. It went from near turnover to a tie ball game. 30-second timeout taken. We'll tell you about Hydrotex, your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex, proud to support local athletes. 6:09 to play, tied at 36. I got a moment. Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. Floyd's Truck Center, South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. A doozy here tonight at Scottsbluff. Waverly meant business coming west. It's 36-36. A game-tying 3 moments ago from Mariah Avila after Steckelberg reined one in for the Vikings. Waverly ball out of the timeout. Rodenslaben loses Lockemer momentarily. Waverly will set things up here in the half court. Now she picks up her dribble on the cut, and Rodenslaben kind of hesitated. She had a clear path on the cut to the bucket, and she kind of hesitated at the foul line. Carter's pass was meant for her to just continue on to the bucket. I'm not sure what Rodenslaben was kind of hesitating for, and it leads to their 12th turnover. Waverly now in the corner, Spady. 5:40 to play. Scottsbluff with a chance to go back in front. Another three for Avila. This one hits off the iron. Rebound comes off hot. Avila grabs it. Board, second chance opportunity right now for the Bearcats. It's Lockemer, cut off on the dribble drive. Gives to Spady. The three's on the way. Off the glass. Off iron, then backboard. Grabbed by Waverly, and Rodenslaben will bring it into the front court for Waverly. Tied at 36. Clark on the catch right side. Up top, Steckelberg. They get it down low. Off the square, no. Ball loose. Who touched it last? Out of bounds off Peyton Bird. And it'll go to Waverly. Anna Kelly comes in, replacing Taryn Spady. Got to find Steckelberg after she hit that three. She's in that right corner. They'll throw the inbounds pass to Carter out high. Rodenslaben wants to come get the basketball, but Lockemer denies. Amelia Rourke has it. Now Steckelberg. Carter to Rourke. Right back to Carter, down low. Looking middle, cut off. It's Rourke for three. Amelia Rourke knocks down a triple, her second basket of the night. They've hit 4 threes in the second half. Right side, Lockemer for the tie. That goes, my goodness, Marley Lockemer with a huge shot. Out of the corner, tied at 39, 4 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the game. Scottsbluff has trailed by 3 twice in the quarter, twice they've had the 3-ball answer. On the cut, Clark with the left hand, count it, and a foul. A chance for a 3-point play. Anna Clark into double figures now with 11. Foul goes against Anna Kelly. Parker Christensen, the freshman big, comes into the game for Waverly. 4:12 to go in regulation. At the stripe is Anna Clark. She is 1 for 3 at the foul line. Left that one short. Horn rebounds into the hands quickly to Mariah Avila. Avila and Lockemer have hit game-tying threes already here in this quarter so far. It's Peyton Bird on the pick-and-roll action. Horn can't hit the shot. The rebound grabbed on the backside by Macy Steckelberg. We're past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Waverly ball leading by 2. That'll be an offensive foul. Paige Horn drew the charge. That'll go against Anna Clark. That'll be her third personal. 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the game. Waverly ball leading by 2. 41-39. Scottsbluff ball. Waverly with the 2-point lead. Avila gets it to Horn. Horn turns, left the shot short. Rebound grab, strong board, grabbed by Christensen. Rodenslaben up the floor to Rourke. Christensen back outside, Steckelberg for 3. Off the iron. Boy, it was right on target, just a little bit short. Horn the miss. Grabs the rebound. Now Avila to Lockemer. Peyton Bird. Anna Clark defending. Horn along the baseline. Page had it knocked away by Parker Christensen, and a timeout taken by Scottsbluff. I believe this will be a full timeout. 3:08 to go in the game. Cats down 2 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Life Care promises us that we are looked after and taken care of properly.
If I didn't have life care, I would be probably scared to death about having enough money for when I got older or when I got sick.
Moving in here was an easy decision and, in fact, a no-brainer. I looked at it as actually buying long-term care insurance, and in retrospect, a good move.
One of the things that convinces me that we did the right thing is no matter what happens, we will constantly be taken care of.
The whole thing is just vital because you don't have to be worried about what's ahead for you. It's there, it's in black and white, and that's reassuring.
This is home. It has been from the day I moved in.
It's Waverly leading Scottsbluff 41-39 with 3:08 to play in the ball game. Fourth quarter action on the Rural Radio Network. Anna Kelly will be the inbounds passer. Holding, looking, gets it to Avila. Mariah dribbles back behind the three-point line. She's got the big freshman Christensen defending. Now it's Anna Kelly, back to Mariah Avila. The senior leader has the basketball. Mariah on the dribble, works her way, leaves it underneath for Paige Horn. Christensen defending, ball batted around. Peyton Bird can't hit the putback. There's Paige Horn on the backside for the rebound and the bucket. Back even at 41. Rodden Slavin has it. She's been big here in this second half. She had all 10 of Waverly's points in the third quarter. Nice pick and roll game. Count it in a foul. 3-point play opportunity. Pretty pass from the freshman Christensen. The finish from Anna Clark. This freshman Parker Christensen is going to be a load in her career, folks. That's the fourth personal on Paige Horn. For a 3-point lead, Anna Clark at the line. Doesn't go. Ball tipped into the hands of Rourke. She'll throw it back to Rodden Slavin. So the offensive rebound off the Clark miss, and Rodden Slavin bounces it to Clark. With it, Rourke. Steckelberg. It's Kelly pressuring the basketball. They'll dump it down to Clark, and a timeout taken by Waverly. It'll be a 30 timeout. The lead for Waverly is 2. We'll keep it right here. 16 fouls on Scottsbluff, so the next foul committed by the Bearcats will put Waverly into the 1-and-1 bonus. Waverly's committed 4 fouls here in the half, so still a few more to go before the Cats can get to the line on non-shooting fouls. Waverly leading 43-41. 2:13 to go in the contest. Paige Horn has been the difference maker for Scottsbluff so far tonight. She leads the team with 15 points. Bunch of rebounds, both offensively and defensively. Out of the timeout, Horn, Kelly, Avila, Berta, and Lockemer. It'll be Waverly basketball. They'll go with Steckelberg, Rourke, Christensen, Clark. And I can't see the fifth. It's going to be Rodden Slavin down along the baseline to inbound the basketball. Scottsbluff going man on the inbounds defensively. Waverly will screen up. They'll get it inbounds to Rodden Slavin. Wide open underneath. Scoring with the left hand is Anna Clark. 2 defenders ran near Rodden Slavin, and Clark gives Waverly their biggest lead of the night at 45-41 with 2 minutes to play in the game. Paige Horn trying to find an angle. And she missed the layup with the right hand, but an offensive rebound. The 3 won't go. It comes off, tipped back into play. Clark has the loose ball, and Waverly, and they're going to go foul Rodden Slavin in the backcourt. So that will put Waverly at the foul line with Paige Rodden Slavin. She has 11. Clark leading Waverly in scoring with 15. Waverly has come in. They have been unfazed by the environment. They are well coached. They've had a great game plan. They've had the tempo in their favor. And now Rodden Slavin makes it a 5-point lead. Quiet on the opposite side of the gym, not so much to my left. Rodden Slavin hits them both. The lead is 6. Scottsbluff needs baskets and stops, multiple. High screen, jump stop, Avila knocks down the mid-range pull-up jumper. She's got 7 tonight, full court pressure. The pass comes in to Roddenslaben. Ball's loose, and Scottsbluff, that's going to be an intentional foul maybe. Nope, they'll just call the foul on Roddenslaben. 15 fouls, so Scottsbluff gets the turnover. At the exact right time, they needed it. Abby Carter will come back into the game for Waverly, replacing Parker Christensen. Christensen will sit. Scottsbluff ball down by 4. Avila hit the big bucket the last time down. Mariah's got it. On the give and go action to Horn. Cut off, Page. And now they're going to get the foul called against Abby Carter, and 2 shots coming for Paige Horn. That's Carter's 4th. And Horn at the line to shoot 2. An up and down night at the foul line for Paige Horn. That one rolls out on her, rimmed around and bounced out. .116 is all that's left on the game clock. Paige at the line. Missed both. The rebound grab by Carter. Roddenslaben wants the basketball. Into the hands of Steckelberg. Steckelberg with Kelly defending. They'll foul, and it'll be Macy Steckelberg heading to the line now for a 1-and-1 opportunity for Waverly. Vikings on the road, leading by 4, 47-43. Scottsbluff has not lost at home this season. Steckelberg. Too strong. The rebound grab by Peyton Bird. We come up on 1 minute left to play. Lockemer for a 3. Right side. It won't go. Offensive rebound. Paige Horn gets rid of it. Anna Kelly dribbles inside the arc. A floater. It's short. The rebound goes to Waverly. Outlet pass ahead. Intercepted. Stop and pop 3. Avila got the triple. A big time steal. Just a dangerous steal. It'll be a full timeout. The 3-point bucket goes for Mariah Avila. Waverly up 1. We're back after this on the Rural Radio Network. They put 2 more seconds on the clock. 44.3 to play. Scottsbluff down by 1 at home. Full court pressure. Pass comes inbounds, and they'll foul Abby Carter. That'll be the 9th team foul committed by Scottsbluff. So Carter will step to the line. She is 2 for 3 at the foul line. That is the 3rd foul on Marley Lockemer. Carter for a 1-and-1 with Waverly leading by 1. Free throw shooting, pressure situation. What does Carter bring to the table? A miss and a rebound to Peyton Bird. A chance for Scottsbluff to take the lead on this possession. Avila on the dribble drive, goes to the left, and she scores it. Mariah Avila, the ultimate winner, has 10 in the quarter. Roddenslaben has it. She'll bring it up the floor. No need to foul. They throw it in the corner to Rourke for 3. That goes! Amelia Rourke hits her second 3 in the fourth quarter. Waverly back in front, leading 50-48. And a timeout taken by Dave Bolish with 11.6 to play. Amelia Rourke, a clutch three. Rodden Slavin found her with the big assist. She was coming left, still a few dribbles outside the three-point line, and she whipped a pass to a wide-open Rourke. The lefty, senior, went up and drilled it. A huge three. Does Scottsbluff have one big possession left in them? They're going to need it. Do they go for the three or do they go for the two? I'd imagine they're going to have some action that gives them an opportunity to find someone rolling off a screen for a two if it's there. Also someone flashing for a three. If the help defender arrives, maybe there's an open shot to be had on the perimeter. Also, where does Waverly send their attention? They've done a great job on Berta all game long. They've held Peyton to just 4. Avila had just 2 points coming into the fourth quarter, but here in the fourth, she's exploded for 10. 2 threes, a pair of twos. Clutch when they need her. Can they get Mariah, Berta, or Anna Kelly loose for a bucket? Maybe Paige Horn on the catch down low. 11.6 to play in the game. A state tournament berth in Class B is on the line. 11.6 to play. The head coach for Waverly with a last-minute conversation with the near side official. Anna Kelly will inbound on the far wing. Kelly will get it in to Peyton Berta. Anna Clark defending. Berta can't hit the shot. The ball comes off. Rebounded. Avila. It's off the mark. Underneath. 0.5 to play. And we've got a foul called on Waverly. I can't believe it. The foul on the floor. A 1-and-1 opportunity for Peyton Berta to tie the game. Fouling out is Abby Carter. 5th foul on Carter. Berta to shoot a 1-and-1. She makes both. We're going to overtime. She missed. Waverly wins it. The celebration is on for the Waverly Vikings. A stunned home crowd. A shocked Scottsbluff squad. Peyton Berta, an outstanding free throw shooter, 83% on the season. Had a 1-and-1 opportunity. You could tell it was going to be a little bit long the minute her left her hand from my location here courtside. A crushing loss for the Scottsbluff Lady Bearcats tonight on their home floor. Waverly advances to Lincoln. Scottsbluff has their season come to a close. They lose at home, 50-48. A tremendous performance by Waverly. The Waverly girls deserve the props. They came west, played in a hostile environment, were up to the task. They had a great game plan, especially on the defensive end. And the Waverly Vikings win it 50-48. We'll get to our Runs a Post-Game show right after this.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Coverage of today's game is brought to you in part by Advantage Chiropractic, Corman Seeds, Runza Restaurants, and by Morrill County Community Hospital.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director. Can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor.
Food stunner here at Scottsbluff High School on a Friday night as the Waverly Vikings come to town and defeat Scottsbluff 50-48 in the B3 District Championship game. It's Waverly with their ticket punched to Lincoln. Scottsbluff will not be advancing to this year's state tournament. A stunner here tonight. Waverly gets the job done on the road. The game-winning three-point field goal was hit by Amelia Rourke. And then Scottsbluff's Peyton Bird got fouled along the baseline with 0.5 to go in the game. She had a 1-and-1 opportunity. Bird is an outstanding free throw shooter, an outstanding shooter, period, and an outstanding high school basketball player. And she could not connect on the front end of the 1-and-1. Ball came off, one touch, and that was it. The buzzer sounded. Waverly pulls the big upset on the road, beating Scottsbluff 50-48. We'll add up the scoring totals and be back with more right after this.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. We're providing discounts on any internet service option with Allo to qualifying households. Go to allophiber.com/ACP to learn more.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
Well, you have to tip your cap to Waverly. They put on a great effort here tonight, got the tempo in their favor, the style of game, their direction, and they prevail in a tough environment to win a basketball game as a road team, 50-48. Let's get to a check on the post-game numbers. Man, you feel for Peyton Bird, such a class act as a player, and what a player she is. And she misses the front end of the 1-and-1. It's Waverly heading to Lincoln after a 50-48 win here against the Scottsbluff girls. Paige Horn led the Cats with 15. Mariah Avila ends her career with 12. Major disappointment. You hate to see Avila not get to Lincoln as a senior. She came up big, though, when the team needed her. Scored 10 of her 12 in the fourth quarter. 2 threes, a pair of field goals as well. She finishes with 12. No one else near double digits. Peyton Bird was locked up by Waverly's defense all night long. Peyton Bird had 2 baskets, 2 twos, and 4 points is all she scored tonight. I don't have this officially. I can't say for sure. I'm not sure Peyton Bird attempted a 3-point shot in the ball game. We'll have to go back and look at a later date to see about that, but if she did, it wasn't many. Anna Kelly hit 2 threes for her 6 points. Taryn Spady scored 6, and Marley Lockemer scored 5. Waverly got big performances or big shots tonight. Anna Clark finished with 17-9 in the fourth quarter. Paige Rodenslaben had 11-10 in the third quarter to get him back into the ball game and in a position to win. 8 points for Amelia Rourke. Both her threes were absolutely huge, including the game winner out of the right corner off a tremendous find by Rodenslaben. Amelia Rourke had 8 huge points. Macy Steckelberg 4, 6 for Abby Carter. Parker Christensen with 4. 50-48, Waverly the upset win. We're back after this.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility. Everything is merry and bright at Compliments for you and your home. Stop in today for all the latest winter fashions. For your wife and friends to your sister or mother, we have the outfit for them. With brands like Charlie B, Can, and Flying Monkey, which appeals to women of all ages. Compliments has got a style for you. Compliments also has the jewelry, purses, and shoes to complete your outfit. And don't forget to ask about our new tribal pajamas for Christmas morning. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Compliments, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Did Sydney win? We're back on the Runs of Post-Game show. A tough scene tonight for the Scottsbluff girls. They fall at home in a district final by the score of 50-48. A crushing blow dealt by the Waverly Vikings as they win it. A late 3 out of the right corner was hit by Amelia Rourke, a senior. Scottsbluff had an opportunity at the foul line to tie with .5 on the clock, and Peyton Bird missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Blair beat Sydney 9/8, 34-28, so the Lady Raiders failed to advance as well. Is that final, Bill? That was a final. Bridgeport at last check was up 10. They won. Final 59-49 as the Bridgeport girls win it. So they move on to the state tournament. That's the good news. The tough news, though, here at Scottsbluff. Let's name our Taco John's player of the game for the Bearcats, going out with a loss. You hate to see it from Mariah Avila. She scored 10 of her 12 in the fourth quarter. Clutch baskets when the team needed them most. Your Taco John's player of the game. We'll come back, tell you about our boys broadcast tomorrow, give you the details right after this, and close things up.
My name is Angela, and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car.
here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Final score in this one, 50-48, as the Scottsbluff girls fall at home to Waverly by 2. Coming up tomorrow, the Scottsbluff boys will hope to avoid this same fate as they take on the Seward Blue Jays, and we'll have it right back here on the TV side, radio on the trail, starting at 1:45 for pregame tip-off tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. For TJ and Jace on the TV side, and boy, sure appreciate all our dedicated viewers and listeners. Tough finish here tonight for the Scottsbluff girls. No other way to put it. A dejected locker room, I'm sure. So much to be proud of. Those girls don't care about all of that right now. They know their hearts are broken, and it is tough on them. They'll rely